I want to become the greatest King K. Rool player of all time. But I feel like I'm stuck. My crocodilian skills have hit a plateau and I'm not really improving. So obviously I went to YouTube. Everything you could ever need to know exists on here, and I'm pretty sure it has exactly what I'll need to level up my K. Rool. The saltwater crocodile is a patient hunter, sometimes waiting hours before finding the right opportunity to strike. Oh my god, holy shit, he's really ripping that thing's throat out. Thanks, Clarence, for that wonderful piece on crocodiles. In other news, an ancient philosopher once said, "To understand oneself, thou must understand the origin of who they are." That's it. I need to go back to the roots of what makes King K. Rool King K. Rool. Now, this might seem easier than you'd think, but K. Rool for years has been all over the video game industry, so finding his origin might be a little bit tricky. His most famous appearance is obviously in the Donkey Kong Country cartoon, where he won an Oscar for his controversial but captivating role as King Cruel. Following this breakout success, they started putting him in everything. Disney put him in Peter Pan, he was in League of Legends for a bit, they modeled the Pokemon Feraligatr off of him, they gave Solid Snake a K. Rool hat in Metal Gear Solid 3, they put him in Batman, Resident Evil 2, he had a cameo as a robot in Horizon Zero Dawn, and they made him into a literal god in Assassin's Creed Origins. He was also in a movie franchise as the villain called Lake Placid, and he wrote and starred in Dino Croc vs. Super Gator, which was basically an Avengers-level multiverse epic where all the characters were King K. Rool, but from different dimensions. But it wasn't until after all of that he finally got his own video game, Croc 2 for the PlayStation. Unfortunately, King K. Rool didn't like the performance of this game, so he had it stricken from the K. Rool canon, and instead hired a team of developers and spearheaded his own project that would be something that truly represented him and who he is. And that's where King K. Roller comes in. It was a huge production. They revolutionized lighting systems for games for years to come, employed many unique and industry-changing mechanics, and they even had Gordon Ramsay as the narrator. But despite the success, I was confused as to why K. Rool had put together a game where he rolls around. Other than his iconic rotund belly, I had never seen K. Rool roll around in this fashion. It seemed so out of character, but after a little more digging, I finally found it. The very first ever appearance of King K. Rool. There he is, he's right there, look at him go! That's right, the first time we ever see King K. Rool is in Katamari, just taking his pal Doug to work. It makes sense now why K. Rool would make a game about rolling around. His origin is from a game about rolling around. King K. Roller is just an homage to the true king of K. Roller games, Katamari Damacy. So in order to better understand how to play King K. Rool in Smash Bros, I needed to thoroughly explore his origin and play through Katamari Damacy Reroll, the first installment in the series, Remaster. Yeah, that makes perfect sense, right? I never thought King K. Rool lore would run so deep, let alone span all the way to Katamari, but you know what? I'm glad it does. Katamari is a bright, colorful, fun little adventure where you play as the Prince of the Cosmos. Basically, your dad, aka the King of the Cosmos, f***ed up, destroyed all the stars and other celestial bodies save for planet Earth, and your goal is to roll up various objects to create new stars. You start with small things like thumbtacks and coins, and before you know it, you're rolling up bigger and bigger objects. This dog that was attacking you a minute ago is now just fodder for your amalgamation of paraphernalia destined to become the next star. It makes you want to keep going and going and going just to see how much you can actually roll up. Wait, make cancer? Why would I want to do that? There are also these levels that are specifically about rolling up stuff to replace the now missing constellations, and these have silly gimmicks to them like rolling up as many crabs as possible or just simply rolling up a cow. I figured I'd try and roll up some other stuff first and get a big cow rolled up into my Katamari for this specific constellation, but then I rolled over a cow print pylon and it became the new Taurus constellation. Today, you're embracing all of your unique qualities, the superpowers that make you, you. Go ahead, guide traffic today. Be the best pylon that you can be. The game controls nice and simply. You basically just diddle the analog sticks simultaneously to move forward, backwards, and side to side, and then turn opposite directions up or down to turn. In the bottom corner, there's even a face cam of the prince showing his reactions to everything going on. It's just adorable. Each stage has a collectible present to unlock a cosmetic for the prince to wear as well. But other than that, there isn't really a whole lot of depth here. However, it's more than entertaining just rolling and growing your Katamari. Each stage, once you've hit the size requirement, lets you continue rolling until the clock runs out, and every time I was pissed that the stage had to end. I just wanted to keep going. So luckily, the final stage of the game sets you off on an adventure to roll up enough stuff to make the new moon. In this stage, you just roll and roll and roll until you've rolled up the cities themselves, the islands they sat on, and even the clouds above. The main theme music plays in the background, which, by the way, is probably one of the best video game themes I've ever heard, and it's just such a blast seeing how far you can go. They even let you roll up all the land masses on Earth during the credits, and I kind of wish they had made it so you could go from the size of a thumbtack all the way to rolling up the surface of the Earth. If only there was a sequel to this game on the PS3 that let you do exactly that. But anyways, Katamari is just good fun, and you know, looking back, it was such a life-changing experience. I met so many strange characters, rolled up so many things, and in the end, I had fun, saved the universe, and even learned that cancer is also a crab, not just a terrible disease. Thank God all we did was give the girl crabs. Crab. I learned a simple truth thanks to this journey to be the best K-Rool player, and that truth is, even if it means rolling up the entirety of human civilization just because your cosmic father got drunk and destroyed the night sky, you can do anything, even if you're just a 5 centimeter tall green kid pushing around a chuck-it ball. So I think I understand K-Rool now. The only way to improve is to believe in myself and push through to become better than ever. Even if I feel small, I can rise up and become the best, and I think K-Rool realized this when he got sucked up by the Katamari on that fateful day. By making King K. Roller, he was just hoping that people would find the joy that is Katamari Damacy. So I guess it's back to the grind to become the best K-Rool player ever. Oh, damn it, I had it on autoplay this whole time. Hey guys, my name's Todd. Today I'm going to show you 72 tips and tricks on how to be a better King K. Rool player. Oh shit, look, they have a tutorial for this.